Good day, everyone. This is Knox Henderson, Vice President, Corporate Development for Canagold Resources. And today we have a news briefing. For this news briefing, we're going to go straight to the source. With me today is our Vice President, Exploration, Troy Gill. How are you, Troy?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Knox. Hi, everyone.
Good. Yeah. And actually, before you get to the news, I want to set the stage. You see a picture here of our new Polaris project, high-grade gold up in northwestern British Columbia. This is just near the Yukon border. You can see our fixed-wing airplane landing strip and some of the operations we have going. We currently have 2 drills on site. Just to zoom in a bit, or zoom out actually, this is the new Polaris project here in northwestern British Columbia. You can see there's some other active mines there. You've got Core's Kensington and Silvertip mines, and also Hecla's Green Creek mine. So we're not alone up there. So there is production going on. We have a reasonably smaller footprint with a little over 3,000 acres with 61 Crown grants up there, and it's about 100 kilometers south of Atlan, British Columbia. And just a bit of a refresher, this was a past producer in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, where it was mined at about 10 grams gold per ton, and a concentrate was put on barges and shipped to Washington State. There was a pause in that, and then in 1992, Brad Cook, the founder and chairman of this company, and people may know Brad obviously from his Endeavour Silver. He's well known here in Vancouver as a mining entrepreneur, very successful. It's all round numbers here. There's 1 million ounces of inferred and indicated, which we'll get into. And we have a very high grade of 10 gram gold per ton in our resources. And actually we have a robust PEA that was done back in May 2020 with an after-tax IRR of 56%, which is very high when you consider it's at $1,500 gold. And the key to unlocking the value now in today's environment is we're actually going to be, in our mining plan, we're looking to pouring gold doré bars on site. And this actually enables us to have a very low cost in our all-in sustaining costs in our PEA is about $530 US. So we're in the highest quartile in grade, and we're in the lowest quartile in cost. So right now we're doing some additional resource drilling to build out the resource and work our PEA towards a full feasibility. So that sets the stage. I like this slide because it shows the whole picture. Here is all the workings done in the 30s and 40s and 50s. Here's the discovery that Brad Cook made in the 90s, and here's the 1,000 drill holes. We've added another 52. We've been drilling since June of last year, and we just kind of wrapped up this program here in March 2022. We've been focused on the lower part of this to bring this up from the inferred to the indicated. As it stands right now, half of our resources inferred and half of it's indicated. So we want to bring this up into the indicated level. We're also expanding down dip beyond the 600 meters that the current resource is at. And the interesting thing that we found this year is we found these two, we extended these 2 parallel zones, and Troy's going to be speaking to that momentarily, but you can see these dotted lines where we're looking to extend the C9 and C10. These parallel zones are not in the current resource. Here's your 1 million ounces on the COS main, but we've actually been building out the C10 and the C9. We've come to some exceptional grades when you're looking at 11 grams over 17, 17 over 8, 11 over 8.9 meters in the C9. So that kind of sets the stage. So now I'll turn it over to you, Troy, and take you to the next slide and the news that we're announcing today. So over to you.
Yeah, thanks again, Knox. Well, what we're highlighting today are 5 drill holes that have returned assay results with significant intervals passing through the C10 vein, which is that first major hanging wall vein parallel above the C-West main. And it's not only the results themselves like 14.2 grams over 2.9 meters that are important to us. What it is they're providing data in between the current drilling that we've been doing this year, and when we first started to report on the C9, C10 veins, and some of the previous drilling from all the way back into the 90s, where you can see now that we can project the C10 from the previous reported outline of the model, that sort of small lozenge arrow shape up there, now all the way down to older results like you can see in P95 C40 in the bottom right corner, 6.36 grams per ton over a 15.1 meter interval. Now that's significant because it sort of spans the same sorts of intervals as we've seen on the C West main. And of course, we get some sort of spread of the grams per ton gold results over those intervals as well. So the important data that we're getting is not just the results, but also the structural measurements we're taking that are telling us that the C9 and C10 head in the same direction, have a similar orientation, and they're also coming up with similar characteristics as the C West main itself.
Yeah, and these are not in our current resource. And if you look at this outline of what we've shown before, now with this recent drilling, we've really kind of blown this up, about 5 times. So it's definitely looking like it could, be adding ounces.
Sure could, Knox, and that's the important part here. Is it's a surefire way to start adding to a resource a little more, as an infill program. So it's happening organically as opposed to having to extend the C West main or looking along the old looking along strike, stepping out. This is happening during an infill drill program.
Yeah. So what do we have to look forward from this point? I mean, we've up to this point released 32 holes of our 52 holes that we've sent to the lab. We're now announcing 5 today. What's in store next?
Right, so the labs are starting to catch up a little, and you can see we've had a few news releases out of results lately. That's a good thing. We decided to take a pause in the drilling for now. Both drills have been stored on site, ready to go for next summer. And what all that'll do is give us a bit of time to think about the results we're getting, do some work on the geological model and enhance our understanding of the geology of the deposit, and also give us time to plan for the next round of drilling, which should be happening, late spring, summer this year, and we're all ready to go.
Okay, well, that's all very exciting, Troy. Thank you for that. Obviously, we have a lot more news to come, and some of those deeper holes and some of the infill and resource expansion drilling. So everyone can look for that. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you could contact me directly on the numbers on your screen. Canagold is traded on the TSX Big Board under CCM or on the OTC in the United States under CRCUF. Thank you, Troy, and thank you everyone for listening.
Thanks again, Knox. Cheers.